So Jesus brings atonement for the Jews, and how does the atonement help them? Well, 4 decades later, they have a holocaust that kills about 1 out of 3 Jews who were alive at that time. Is that atonement? And if it is, who the heck needs it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel, The Religious Skeptic. Let's all watch this video of the Jewish rabbi who is Rabbi Shmuley, very popular in the United States of America. And, he's a Jew. Jews in particular do not like Christianity or Jesus Christ that much, even though he himself was a Jew. Maybe there's a religious difference. But he has a solid argument. Let's listen to his argument and listen to the rebuttals.
40 years after Jesus dies, not even, the Romans send their best generals to sweep down from the north and crush a rebellion that, according to Roman historians, leaves about 1 million Jews dead and leaves the temple in shambles. So Jesus brings atonement for the Jews, and how does the atonement help them? Well, 4 decades later, they have a holocaust that kills about 1 out of 3 Jews who were alive at that time. Is that atonement? And if it is, who the heck needs it?
Okay, so he made historical references. Now, the marching of the Romans onto Jerusalem, this was actually in the year 70 CE. This was when the Roman army, led by the Roman general Pompey, marched down on Jerusalem, which is known in history as the siege of Jerusalem. All right, so the Roman army took close to 1 million lives. All right, this is actually recorded by Flavius Josephus in his book, The Antiquities. The Antiquities, right? That is the book. It's heavily recorded over there. Now, in the first place, we can understand that the Jews who went through that in 70 CE, which was a horrible experience. They marched down onto Judea, took close to 1 million lives. And going down about some years again, Nebuchadnezzar II also marched down on Jerusalem, another siege. This was 587 CE, and thousands of Jews were taken into slavery again. Most of them taken into Babylon, or because Nebuchadnezzar was a Babylonian, so he took most of the Jews to Babylon. All right, so one can also forget the quite recent history in 1945, when the Germans, led by Adolf Hitler, also took them through a lot of horrible human experience when millions of Jews were burnt alive in gas chamber. All right, so listening to Rabbi Shmuley actually talk about this, one would have to be able to understand where he's coming from. All right, then he went on to say that what kind of Messiah is this, to pinpoint what he was trying to say. Right, so the Jews, when they were going through all these difficult times, what they were expecting was a Messiah who would come, be a macho man of a sort, who would stand up to the Romans, who would also help them stand against the Babylonians. But the Messiah came and was not a warrior. Now, if you want further information, because the book Antiquity is voluminous, right? I couldn't even finish reading. I read a few pages and left it out. Now, you can get Reza Aslan's book, which is titled The Zealot. You can get that book and also get quite good information from that. So what Rabbi Shmuley is actually saying here, he's talking out of frustration, right? But is it wrong actually to make this statement? You are in trouble, you expect your dad to come to save you. Here comes your dad, and almost like siding with the terrorist. you will lose faith in your dad instantly. Now, there is also another account that this guy has explained quite vividly using his biblical lens, right? Let's listen to him and think of what he says.
So the amazing thing is, this is actually a proof that Jesus is the Messiah. It was actually prophesied by the prophet Daniel in Daniel chapter 9, in verse number 25, that after the death of the Messiah, the temple and the city would be destroyed. Listen to this. It says, "And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off," killed, but not for himself. It wasn't for anything that he did wrong, but like it says in Isaiah 53, "For the transgression of my people was he stricken." But then it says, after the Messiah is cut off, the people of the prince that shall come, which by the way is speaking of Rome, the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood, and unto the end of the war desolations are determined. Daniel prophesied that this would be a horrific tragedy that would result in the destruction of the temple. But here's the thing. According to Daniel, this was prophesied to happen after the death of the Messiah. It's a horrible thing that the Jews, my people, have suffered so many tragedies and horrific atrocities through the years, but that does not negate the fact of this event being prophesied by Daniel that is to take place after the death of the Messiah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the video. Put your comment in the comment section. Whatever you want me to make a video on, just put down there in the comment, share the video, and hit the like button, and let's meet next time. See ya.